an urgent action report circulating in the Kremlin today issued by the Foreign Intelligence Service is advising all Federation security and intelligence organizations to cease all contact and cooperation with the United States Federal Bureau of Investigation, as this once internationally esteemed law enforcement agency has now, in essence, become Hillary Clinton's Ministry of Terror. According to this report, the Foreign Intelligence Service is headed by President Putin and is the Federation's overseer of the national security system, whose duty it is to protect individuals, society and the state from foreign threats, and which the American FBI has now become due to Hillary Clinton's corrupt influence, the former Soviet Union's dreaded and feared People's Commissariat for Internal Affairs that was ruled over by Lavrentiy Beria, and who was executed for his crimes against the Russian people, in 1953, by a shot through his forehead fired by General Pavel Baditsky, who had to stuff a rag into Beria's mouth to silence his bawling. Known more commonly to the peoples of Russia as the Ministry of Terror, this report continues, Beria's NKVD was founded in 1934 and was meant to serve the Soviet Union as a protector of law and justice, and was actually modeled on the American Bureau of Investigation, the predecessor to the FBI, that was established in 1908. Though the ideals and principles behind the founding of the NKVD were noble, honorable, this report explains, shortly after it was founded it became General Secretary Joseph Stalin's instrument of terror against the peoples of Russia, and is what the FBI has now become in the United States due to its complete subservience to Hillary Clinton and the Clinton crime family. With NKVD leader Beria having infamously proclaimed that his interrogation tactics against all state enemies were to be admired, "Let me have him for one night, I will interrogate him properly, then he would confess that he is the King of England," this report notes, so likewise has become the FBI today, and whose conviction rate of those they investigate is now at a staggering level of 99.8%, but that does not include Hillary Clinton. As to exactly how Hillary Clinton has been able to avoid becoming one of America's over 2 million prisoners locked away in that nation's gulag, this report explains, begins with FBI Director James Comey, who, along with his secretive brother Peter Comey, has been a central, main criminal accomplice in the Clinton crime family. Prior to James Comey becoming FBI Director in 2013, he worked for the Clinton Foundation board member, and U.S. defense giant, Lockheed Martin, whose millions of dollars of contributions, bribes to Hillary and Bill Clinton allowed them to gain 17 approvals for private contracts from the Hillary Clinton's State Department. While James Comey was funneling millions of dollars to Hillary Clinton through Lockheed Martin, this report continues, his brother Peter Comey became a partner in the DLA Piper global law firm that headed the audit of the Clinton Foundation last November, 2015, during Hillary Clinton's first big push to put her email scandal behind her, and organized this law firm to become Hillary Clinton's number 5 top donor, just ahead of Goldman Sachs. With both of the Comey brothers having failed to quell the growing public outrage over Hillary Clinton, her secret server, and her Clinton Foundation money laundering criminal organization, however, this report says, FBI Director James Comey, last spring, 2015, then engineered, plotted an actual coup within the FBI to make sure she was never going to have to answer for her crimes against the American people, and whose basic, simple outline was to promote and pay off through contributions, bribes from former Clinton Foundation board member, and Governor of Virginia, Terry McAuliffe, to the wife, Jill McCabe, of a low-level FBI functionary, Andrew McCabe, to head the FBI's investigation into Hillary Clinton and exonerate her, and as the following timeline details. March 2015, news of Clinton's private server used to send and receive classified emails is revealed. That same month Dr. McCabe announces candidacy. July 2015, FBI investigation into Clinton's emails is launched. McCabe, who was running FBI's Washington, D.C. office, which had a part in the probe, is promoted to the number 3 position at FBI headquarters and joins the team overseeing the Clinton investigation. September 2015, McAuliffe donates to Dr. McCabe campaign. February 2016, Mr. McCabe becomes FBI Director James Comey's second-in-command. To the actual workings, scheme of FBI Director James Comey's coup plot to place Agent McCabe in charge of investigating Hillary Clinton, this report explains, was having Hillary Clinton operative Governor McAuliffe give to his wife Jill McCabe $467,000 from his private and exclusive, Common Good VA Political Action Committee and another $207,778 from the Democratic Party of Virginia fund he personally controlled, and another $168,675 from the Hillary Clinton supporting eugenics organization Planned Parenthood, and that after she, Jill McCabe, lost the election, she was able to keep for her and her husband, Agent Andrew McCabe, $438,001 by declaring it as an in-kind expense that was not subject to government oversight and did not have to be itemized. With then FBI Assistant Director Andrew McCabe having received his $438,001 bribe, criminal gift to make sure Hillary Clinton was never prosecuted for her crimes, this report continues, she was, predictably, and ashamedly, exonerated, even with the FBI's own evidence proving she had broken U.S. laws. And not just the FBI's criminality in allowing Hillary Clinton to walk free from the grave crimes she's committed against the American people, this report further notes, FBI Director James Comey is even now refusing to prosecute top Hillary Clinton operative, and convicted criminal, Robert Creamer, who over the past year visited the White House 342 times, including 47 meetings with President Obama, to engineer one of the largest campaigns of political violence in American history against Donald Trump. This report concludes by noting that this urgent action report is advisory in nature and should only be applied, used by Federation intelligence and law enforcement agencies on a case-by-case basis, as even though the FBI under Director James Comey has, indeed, been turned into Hillary Clinton's Ministry of Terror, the vast majority of this U.S. law enforcement agency's functionaries and agents are blameless, and as, perhaps, best exampled by the legendary former Assistant FBI Director James Kallstrom, who this past week tearfully urged all Americans to vote for Donald Trump before all is lost.
Of reality in the Marine Corps and the FBI as the Director of Public Safety for the state of New York. You know, I've pretty much seen it all. And I have a low opinion of all politicians except for a few, particularly the Democrats and the Republican leadership. And this country is absolutely going in the wrong direction. 70% of the people want change. You're not going to get change with Hillary Clinton. This is the woman that lied to the, when she was on the Watergate staff. She lied about taking incoming fire over there in Bulgaria or someplace off the plane. She lied about being named after Sir Hillary, who didn't climb Mount Everest to 6 years after she was born. I mean, she's a pathological liar. So and the Clinton Foundation is, could be investigated under the RICO laws of the United States. I mean, what they've done is just outrageous.
So you are endorsing?
I'm endorsing Donald Trump. I've known him for 40 years. I've never endorsed a candidate. He's a good human being. He's a generous person. He's got a big heart. He's done hundreds and hundreds of things for people, without fanfare. He's a good guy. He's a patriot of this country. And regardless of what he says, his acts show that he is not that person. Okay? He's been in this Hollywood crowd that talks like that. A lot of people talk like that, but he's not. He doesn't do these things. He's a good guy. I know his family from the time they were kids. Look at his children. Could you find a better family than he brought up in this country? He's a smart guy. He's a businessman. He'll turn the country around. Please, you women out there, if you want change, vote for Donald Trump. Put this other stuff aside.
You're right. You don't mince words, do you?
No, I don't.
No, I can tell. All right, James, thanks very much for being with us.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Your blood pressure's up, isn't it?
Well, look,
I'm not laughing.
Our country's
I like a man
our democracy
with passion.
Our Constitution is at stake. I mean, this is serious business. Yes, people say, why are you emotional? I'm emotional because the country is going down the tubes. Our culture is going down the tubes. Washington is full of liars and people that build their own little political fortresses.